Without a doubt. It was the first 3 years that we started the company. We bootstrapped the business. John and I took, everything that we had saved from our first jobs and we put it into the company, right? And it was kind of this binary outcome where it was going to work or I don't know what we were going to do. And it was really, I would say, a year into that, right? I think when anyone starts a company, there's just so much excitement around it, right? You have a new idea, you have a new concept, you're out on your own, you have this kind of, you're a bit like pirates, right? And there's this excitement to it. And I think that the excitement um, is able to withstand all the natural setbacks that every entrepreneur has, right, along the journey. But a year into it, we did not have product market fit, and we weren't close to finding product market fit. We didn't know that in hindsight, know that now. And we spent another 2 years trying to find product market fit. And, it was really just John and I, in cafes, in apartments. We wouldn't even get share spaces. Like we would not get a WeWork because we're like, that's too expensive. Um, and we just got super crafty with everything that we did, from how we ate. A lot of funny stories about, turkey burgers, uh, and a lot of different things that we used to like make and freeze. And the way we used to handle our living situation was, how do we spend the least amount of money possible to buy us time to figure this out? And
Mm.
so what ended up happening was we were out of money. So we were going to be out of money in 2 or 3 months. And we applied to all these accelerators. And we're like, it was basically, it was like the Hail Mary. It's like, if we don't get into accelerator, it's over. We just simply don't have any more money left. Um, and we were fortunate enough we got rejected from every accelerator that we applied to. But what we did, which is back to one of our values about showing up, David, is we got invited to interview at 500 startups in California. And what we did was we got on an airplane and we met them in person for literally, I think it was not even a 30-minute interview. Um, and I remember Parker Thompson, at the time, he was the partner at 500 Startups. He basically thought it was wild that we would get on an airplane to go see and visit with them, for such a small period of time. And ultimately, that was one of the reasons that they accept us into 500 Startups, right? And
Mm.
so we got into 500 Startups. Then we moved to the Bay Area, and there were two real things there that changed the trajectory of the company forever. One, we actually were alive because we got a check. So we had money in the bank. But the second is going through an accelerator in San Francisco and being part of the SF tech scene completely changed our perspective on
Mm.
just the
Mm.
field overall, the amount of
Mm.
energy, the different types of projects and companies that people were building, and actually moving to a town where the main industry was technology. It was extraordinarily invigorating. And so from there, that gave us a bit of life. I got married right after that, and then moved back to New York. And it would be at that point in time, after 500 startups, we failed to raise the seed round. I should add in there too. So we graduated
Mm.
500 startups, failed to raise the seed round, moved back to New York. We had our backs against the wall again. And we finally were then able to find product market fit. And it was really based off of learning about all the different things over the past 3 years, and putting it together into a product. And after we found product market fit, we went on a really nice run up until COVID.